그냥 잘 살았으면 좋겠다. 우리가 있는 곳보다 조금 더 낫고 조금 더 좋은 마음으로, 행복한 마음으로 살 수 있는 거. 그게 결국 모든 것의 출발점이고 내가 지금 이걸 하고 있는 이유 아닐까. 그래서 연설을 잘 한다기보다는 이걸 진심으로 전달할 수 있는 사람이 되는 그런 ma음가짐을 갖는 걸 목표로 해야겠다.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary General. UNICEF Executive Director.
His voice, he has like such a nice voice, man.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary General, UNICEF Executive Director, and all the excellencies and distinguished guests from across the world.
I'm already dead. Like his voice is so soft and
all the excellencies and distinguished guests from across the world.
Across the world.
My name is Kim
Like
Namjoon.
I literally love RM's voice.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
The way he talks is like it's so soothing at the same time. It's like so boss, you know.
It's so confident and so boss. Yeah, I know
Across the
exactly
world.
what you need.
You know,
Okay,
like-
that sounds like a soul tree a little bit.
He's
Okay,
like-
let's go.
All the excellencies and distinguished guests from across the world.
I'm
My
gonna
name
cry
is
already.
Kim Namjoon, also known as RM, the leader of the group BTS. It is an incredible honor to be invited to an occasion with such significance for today's young generation. Last November, BTS launched the Love Myself campaign with UNICEF, building on our belief that true love first begins with loving myself.
Very, very
We're partnering with UNICEF's End Violence program to protect children and young people all over the world from violence.
100%.
And our fans have become a major part of this campaign with their action and with their enthusiasm. We truly have the best fans in the world.
Not even a minute into the speech and he's already giving his thanks to the army. Like that is the thing that I will never get over about Namjoon is no matter what situation he's in front of like generals of the world, like really, really important people, he will always never miss the opportunity to give his thanks to us, and I will never forget that, like truly, like.
And our fans have become a major part of this campaign with their action and with their enthusiasm. We truly have the best fans in the world.
Stop. Oh, he opened his speech in such a Namjoon way. Like whenever they accept an award, it's like the first thing he does is just yell out to us.
And our fans have become a major part of this campaign with their action and with their enthusiasm. We truly have the best fans in the world.
Yes.
Did y'all hear that? We truly have the best fans in the world. They are so appreciative of every single one of you.
Yeah.
And you can really tell that the rest of the guys, they really respect his opinion. They really respect the way that he represents the group. And I think that's very important also.
We truly have the best fans in the world.
Dude, just that smile after he said that, you can tell like that's coming straight from the heart. He genuinely feels happy, like even just thinking about his fans just makes him happy, and that makes me so happy, man.
We truly have the best fans in the world.
They don't forget to show love to ARMY. I love that. I love it so much. And when you think about it, he is so eloquent. He's talking in such a respectful manner, and you know, you just want to listen to him keep on going.
And I'd like to begin by talking about myself. I was born in Ilsan, a city near Seoul, South Korea.
I just want to say I love that he didn't just say like South Korea, which is cool if he said South Korea, but the fact that he like shouted out his hometown, like I bet everybody in Ilsan or Ilsang are probably like, yeah, like, you know, like screaming their heads off like, that's our boy.
It is a really beautiful place with a lake, hills, and even an annual flower festival. I spent a very happy childhood there, and I was just an ordinary boy.
RM has such a way with words, man. Like, tell me, all of you who are watching this right now, when he was describing his hometown, like, you had a picture in your head. Like, that's how you know this man is an amazing writer, bro. Like, the way he just described it was perfect.
I used to look up at the night sky and wonder, and I used to dream the dreams of a boy. I used to imagine that I was a superhero who could save the world. And in an intro to one of our early albums, there's a line that says, my heart stopped when I was maybe 9 or 10.
Don't want to read too deeply into it, but you can already tell why they have such a play on youth into adulthood.
Yeah.
I think what he's gonna say, just like that innocence goes, right? And like when he was 9 or 10, his heart stopped. It runs deep. It's not just a creative idea they come up with.
Now we're looking for everybody's approval. Like RM was talking about, he said at age 9 to 10, I started caring about other people's opinion. I can't imagine what kids nowadays,
Looking back, I think that's when I began to worry about what other people thought of me and starting seeing myself through their eyes. I stopped looking up at the night skies, the stars. I stopped daydreaming. Instead, I just tried to jam myself into the malls that other people made.
Oh, that's sad.
Soon, I began to shut out my own voice and started to listen to the voices of others.
Right.
I totally agree with what he's saying. As you get older, you start taking in the fears of the world and the feelings of the world, and then you change and maneuver based on that. So I like that he's bringing that up.
Soon, I began to shut out my own voice and started to listen to the voices of others.
He's got a lot of power behind his voice.
Soon, I began to shut out my own voice and started to listen to the voices of others.
Molded himself with the environment wanted him to be. Oh, so sad.
No one called out my name, and neither did I. Oh, wow. My heart stopped and my eyes closed shut. So, like this, we all lost our names. We became like ghosts. But I had one century, and that was music. There was a small voice inside of me that said, wake up, man, and listen to yourself.
I'm getting chills.
But it took me quite a long time to hear music calling my real name. Even after making the decision to join BTS,
I'm so glad
there were
he
a lot of hurdles.
started to make
Some
music.
people might not believe, but most people thought we were hopeless. And sometimes I just wanted to quit.
Oh,
But I think I was very lucky that I didn't give it all up.
yes. We're all so lucky to have you.
Some people might not believe, but most people thought we were hopeless. And sometimes I just wanted to quit.
He's also doing a good job just telling a story. His story is one of some vulnerability. And when we open up like that as speakers in a sincere way, which RM seems to be doing, it allows our audience to connect with us.
And sometimes I just wanted to quit. But I think I was...
See, he's smiling, but like you can tell, like you can hear the hurt in his voice when he said that, man. Like,
But I think I was very lucky that I didn't give it all up. And I'm sure that
When RM smiles, I'm catching myself smile too. So when we see someone smile in a genuine way, we're more likely to smile.
And I'm sure that I and we will keep stumbling and falling like this.
His voice is so powerful. Just from the first part of the speech, you can just tell he's a gifted orator. Like, he's really good at public speaking.
And I'm sure that I and we will keep stumbling and falling like this.
Wow.
Wow.
I am touched by his message. He includes his backstory from childhood, his dream, and what encourages him to do music.
This is a prime example of someone who knows how to use critical thinking and also emotional resonance.
BTS has become artists performing in those huge stadiums and selling millions of albums right now.
Yeah, boy.
I am still an ordinary 24-year-old guy.
I love that.
I love the way he talks. I love it. I just like the way he talks. So confident. It's just so intelligent. This is United Nations, like worldwide United Nations. And he's just up there and he's just speaking so eloquently. What he's saying, man, I can really feel it.
24 years old. I don't even know if I was thinking like this at 24 years old, to be honest with you though.
If there's anything that I've achieved, it was only possible that I have my other BTS members right by my side.
They're looking at RM with a great amount of admiration right now. A great amount of admiration. like, man, you're the man. You're the man.
And because of the love and support that our Army fans all over the world made for us.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
And maybe I made a mistake yesterday. But yesterday's me is still me. Today, I am who I am with all of my faults and my mistakes.
Well, you should write a book about this.
Tomorrow?
It's so articulate.
Today, I am who I am with all of my faults and my mistakes.
Oh, so beautiful. Today, I am who I am with all my faults and my mistakes. Now, holistic, embracing himself with all his imperfection. Oh, what a millennial leader.
Today, I am who I am with all of my faults and my mistakes.
Yes. And right there, I don't even mean to stop it, but right there is accepting you for you. And that's telling you, love yourself no matter what, with all your faults.
I might be a tiny bit wiser, and that'd be me too.
I'm sorry, you guys. Everything he's saying is so quotable, like inspirational. Like, I want to write that on a sticky pad, put it somewhere that I see every day, and just look at it and remind myself, like, I am good enough. I do have a voice. My mistakes don't define me.
I might be a tiny bit wiser, and that'd be me too.
Just the way that he's saying it, man. What he's saying is so real, but it's just the way that he's putting it, like the way that he's wording it. And this guy is not even English, right? English is not even his first language, and just the way that he's putting all this, and you can see that woman back there. I was just looking at her nodding, like, damn, this guy is talking some real stuff.
Tomorrow, I might be a tiny bit wiser, and that'd be me too. These faults and mistakes are what I am, making up the brightest stars in the constellation of my life. I have come to love myself for who I am, for who I was, and for who I hope to become.
There it is right there, man. There it is right there, man. Being perfect is boring, bruh. You gotta love your faults, your mistakes, your failures.
You know, he's learned to use the language as a tool. He's learned to use words as a way to convey how he says things. That this thing, I mean, you know, you call it rap or you call it poetry. The reality is this speech was amazing storytelling and at the same time a powerful message.
I have come to love myself for who I am, for who I was, and for who I hope to become.
The way he speaks is just
I like
perfect.
to say the one last thing.
Oh my god.
I like to say the one last thing. After releasing our Love Yourself albums and launching the Love Myself campaign, we started to hear remarkable stories from our fans all over the world. How our message helped them overcome their hardships in life and start loving themselves.
This is true.
Those stories constantly remind us of our responsibility. Those stories constantly remind us of our responsibility. So,
pressure.
Let's take all one more step. We have learned to love ourselves.
Looking around different parts of the audience there, making sure to engage different parts of the audience. He's a skilled performer.
So now I urge you to speak yourself.
And you can hear just like the passion in his voice when you're saying that. He's genuinely urgent. He's not just saying it. He genuinely wants people to speak themselves.
So now I urge you to speak yourself.
I remember
Our
that.
favorite part.
That was my favorite
so now
part.
I
yeah.
urge you to. He stressed that word. He's like, yeah, you're gonna have to do this. You know what I mean?
I like to ask all of you, what is your name? What excites you and makes your heart beat?
Oh, she's speaking to me.
Tell me your story.
What is your name? It just feels so personal. That hit me so hard. I was thinking like, yeah, okay, my name's Sam. And then everything that he was saying before, it felt like he was addressing me directly. Even though this video's got like 4.9 million views, it feels like he's just talking to me, man. And that's what makes this so powerful and touching.
I want to hear your voice. I want to hear your conviction.
You know what he's doing there? He's making his audience think. A skilled speaker can do that. We're thinking, okay, what makes us go? What makes our heart beat? So now we've gone from listening mode to thinking mode. Man, I'm impressed with RM.
Tell me your story. I want to hear your voice. I want to hear your conviction. No matter who you are, where you're from, your skin color, your gender identity, just speak yourself. Tell me your story. I want to hear your voice. I want to hear your conviction. No matter who you are, where you're from, your skin color, your gender identity, just speak yourself.
Yes.
Find your name and find your voice by speaking yourself.
Why this man just speak 100% truths?
I'm Kim Namjoon.
No lies.
And also RM of BTS. I'm Kim Namjoon and also RM of BTS.
Damn it.
I am an idol and I'm an artist from a small town in Korea. Like most people, I've made many and plenty mistakes in my life. Damn. I have many faults and I have many more fears.
Look how he commands. Look how he commands attention.
And I'm starting to love myself gradually, just little by little.
Get it.
I have many faults and I have many more fears, but I'm gonna embrace myself as hard as I can. And I'm starting to love myself gradually, just little by little.
I think I love how he admits.
What is your name?
He's in a process.
Speak yourself. What is your name? Speak yourself. Thank you very much.
Very motivational.
Very, very motivational. I am Luther Kaepernick Mandela Bama. James Jones. Dope. And that message he do is just echoed, that he just gave, rather, is echoed by Army.
That speech just, wow, it touched my heart, touched my soul. That's why he's the leader of BTS. What a way to represent your group. What a way to represent ARMY.
The way he talks, the way he pronounces himself, the way he stands. Like, there was a part in that where he was holding the papers and you could see how shaky he was. And I just wanted to be like next to him and just like hold his hand and be like, it's okay.
The fact that Namjoon literally opened himself up to the public and became vulnerable. He was talking through a personal level.
His speech was thought-provoking. Ilson, South Korea, came this far to literally be the voice of our generation. It's just wild. I'm so proud of RM.
Not only did he give a speech, he lived by example. Right there in that 6-minute speech, when he asked for people, you know, what is your name and what excites you? Speak yourself. When's the last time somebody asked you to do that?
RM's speech, it hit me in the sense that I almost feel like we're friends now. I feel like we've shared something intimate so that we've got a bond now. I feel like he sat down right here and was talking to me. He wasn't talking to a room full of important people. He was talking to me personally.
So that was BTS RM, his UN speech. Yeah, that was really nice, man. I think it's what I expect him to say, almost, which is weird, but it's like if I imagined what a speech he would give, it sounds like that. It's very true to who he is.
Kim Namjoon for president, dude. Like, it would have sounded like a joke to me before, but now, man, after like knowing like RM and everything, dude's genius. Dude is seriously convicted and motivated. Like, what he wants to do, he does it.
That's just mind-blowing and heart-gripping, just everything that he said.
Yeah, it was like, to me, it was like he was literally talking like to me. And when he was talking about like loving yourself basically in spite of your like mistakes. Like
this guy, he's not the oldest, you know. I'm pretty sure he's still in his 20s, but his wisdom is just like so far above his time, and the fact that he can just express himself this well in a language that isn't even his first is so impressive, man. Like this guy is really becoming someone who I do look up to and idolize, and a lot of people do, and they've made the right decision, because he's an amazing man. He really is.
My man, RM. Man, that was good. What a message too, right? Like, be yourself, speak yourself, live true to who you are, love yourself. That was awesome. That was frickin' awesome. He should be proud. He should be proud. This is a really good example of how to deliver an engaging presentation.
Now I understand how ARMY keeps saying RM for president.
In some ways, you have to have celebrity quality because then everyone recognizes you. But you also have to have some intellect, some sort of like sympathy and way you connect with people. And he has it. You can tell like he really cares. He's not like the leader of BTS and he's, you know, cocky about it. He feels a responsibility. You can just feel it the way he says this.
I think from now on, this is how I'm going to introduce them, by this speech right here. So that way they see, because, you know, I show them a music video, you know, I'm not making them read the lyrics, so I'm just showing them, you know, their music, and all they're paying attention to is the dancing and the way they look, you know what I mean? Like, let's be honest. But with this, hopefully, introducing them through stuff like this first will help take them more seriously, you know what I mean?
Man, I felt what he was saying. I felt it. He was reaching me. He was touching me. He was touching me. He was touching me. He was touching me. I just felt sincere. If what you guys are talking about is how I felt when he was talking, then I totally get what you mean, because he felt real. He felt sincere. He didn't feel like like he was putting on a show to look good. He felt like he meant every word.
I felt so proud and so moved by his speech. It was so beautiful. He spoke with such conviction in his voice, so much meaning behind his words. He's just such a powerful speaker, such a powerful writer. He did this all in English too. It's not his first language. Beautiful speech by Namjoon. And what else do you expect? He's literally our president. We've called him our president for a while now. He's just one of the most incredible human beings on this earth, Kim Namjoon. And he's 24 years old, dude. And he said it. He's made many mistakes. We've all made many mistakes, but you learn from them. You grow wiser from them. And I love that he spoke about how when you're young, and this is true when you're young, and it's impossible not to, especially with social media.
Basically, what he has is what I consider, under my definition, humility, which is teachability.
Yes.
It's not degrading yourself. You can be proud of yourself. You can be proud of your accomplishments as long as you recognize that you have mistakes. You can learn and you can continue to progress. That's humility. If you're Army, listen to that speech, not the speech that comes from most of the politicians that are surrounding them, because most of them have it wrong. You have a chance to make it right.
When I watched this speech just now, there was a lot of things in there that I needed to hear. I don't know, I'm sorry, I wasn't expecting it to be that deep. By the way, beautiful job by RM, an amazing speaker, an absolutely great human being. A lot of people go through stuff. I'm going through my own stuff right now, and I needed to hear that. So thank you, RM, thank you, BTS, thank you, UNICEF, for doing great work. And that isn't for me, but some of those words in there were for me, personally, that I needed to hear.
그게 결국 모든 것의 출발점이고 내가 지금 이걸 하고 있는 이유 아닐까? 그래서 연설을 잘 한다기보다는 이걸 진심으로 전달할 수 있는 사람이 되는 그런 마음가짐을 갖는 걸 목표로 해야겠다.